Chris Molina, welcome to Inside South Florida.
Thank you so much. I love being here.
Oh, I love having you here. I love the fit, and I love
thanks.
everything you are about, including your new film. You have a new film with a world premiere at this year's Miami Film Festival.
Yeah.
How exciting.
It's insane. It's a dream come true.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so tell us about this film.
It's called Fallen Fruit. It's about a kid named Alex who moves back home after a breakup and has to learn how to love Miami again as an adult. And I'm sure, as you know, you've lived here for a while. It's a hard city to love. So he kind of has to reacquaint himself with it. And then towards the climax of the movie, it all gets threatened by a giant historic hurricane, and he has to kind of reckon with all of his feelings. And then, yeah, that's
the drama.
it.
The
yeah,
drama.
the drama of it all. The drama.
Okay, why the title Fallen Fruit?
So there's two things. I can give like the serious answer and then the funny answer. The serious answer is that fruit, typically, I think of like the Miami fruit as being like the mango, and it's always the ripest when it's fallen. And I think we're ripest and we're ready for change and we're the best when we've kind of fallen and we're at our lowest. And then the funny answer is that like he's a fruity guy and he's fallen and he's just like, you know, so that's that.
I feel like that's like your personality in a nutshell now that we're getting. We're getting like the very serious,
thoughtful and then there's
methodical.
Like goofy, yeah.
And then
For
you're
sure.
like, but let me finish this off with a joke.
Exactly.
That's amazing. Okay, so you talked about this already, but this is kind of a dream that
Yeah.
you're living through. I mean,
Yeah.
you are a local kid. You're like a hometown hero down here. Went to Miami-Dade,
Yeah.
born and raised in South Miami, and now your film is in the Miami Film Festival.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It's crazy. I used to, I work at the festival as a shorts programmer. So a few years ago when I was a theater manager there, I would be, letting people into the theater and looking at the screen and be like, yeah, like one day my movie will be up there, sure. And it was kind of one of those things that you just tell yourself, just like, those little fantasies that you have in your head. And then my film got into the festival and now it's real. And I know Friday is going to be one of those, when we premiere, it's going to be one of those things where I'm just like, how is this real? How is this happening? Because I'm going to be showing the movie at the same theater that I used to be a theater manager at. So it'll be a real crazy day.
It's like a full circle moment for
Insanely full circle.
Where do you find your inspiration for your films?
From my own life. I think I am one of those people who really feels like the best source of material is from myself. And I hope that in telling my own kind of fears and stories that it helps people not feel alone or crazy. I think especially with Fallen Fruit, it's one of those things where I'm talking about when I had to learn how to love Miami and I had to reckon with my own feelings for it. And I think that that's something that a lot of people can relate to. At least a lot of my friends who have moved back home, especially during COVID, have had to learn how to love Miami again and learn to live with their parents again and all of that. And I just hope that by me being vulnerable, that they can relate and feel less alone.
So you got Miami Film Festival right now. What is next for you?
Later in the month, we're going to be playing at the Outshine LGBTQ Film Festival, also in Miami at the Silver Spot Cinema on April 23rd. And after that, who knows, hopefully getting into more festivals and taking this movie outside of Miami and outside of Florida and showing people what Miami is all about.
For more information on both Fallen Fruit and all things film festival, as well as yourself, where should we go?
They can go to fallenfruitfilm.com, or they could find me on Instagram at Chris Molina with 2 I's in Chris, or go to chrismolinafilm.com.
You didn't have your own Instagram handle?
I did, didn't I say?
No,
Wait,
no,
for the film?
Like someone else took your name. You have to put 2
Oh,
I's?
yeah, I know.
The audacity.
It's really, I need to DM them and say, hey, just so you know, I have a film now, so I think I
You're
deserve.
kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, you're a big deal to us here
Thanks,
inside
thanks.
South Florida. We
Thanks.
love having you on today. And like I
Thank
said,
you.
good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. It's been so fun.